That looks fun. Guess who's back? Back again. So that was an experience. Again. I gotta tell you, Mal, I'm getting worried.
What?
I'm starting to get addicted. Jerry, you don't understand. This is serious business. Hello and welcome to whatever day it is. Thursday? I think it's Thursday. I had to go back to the ENT today, and they re-cleaned out my ear because there was still a little stuff left in my ear, and I talked about that a little bit last week whenever I went, but they go in your ear and they clean it out, and they got little tools to scrape and little vacuum cleaners to suck, and oh my god, it's so great. It's so good, especially because when I was here last week, they said, you know, you're a Q-tip user, and I was like, yeah, guilty as charged. I love it, and they said, you know, I couldn't do that anymore. So I've been off the tip for a week now.
Q-tip.
And it's hard, man. It's really hard because it feels so good. It's one of my secret joys in life is to stick a Q-tip in my ear and just spin it and go, whoo, whoo, whoo. I had this conversation the other day whenever I was having lunch with Michael and William, because William said he was the same way. He's like, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's
true. Your mom
true.
used to use it to like get you to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I was a kid, when I was a baby, and then older and older and older. Yeah, my mom would put that in my ear, and she could do that, and I'd go right to sleep. And then as I grew up, I would just do it to myself because it felt, you know, really nice. Sometimes you get a little itch in there, and you just do that, and you're like, ah. Anyway, a little anecdote there. I had to stop doing that, so I haven't done it for a week. But that machine or whatever is the ultimate Q-tip. My God, that thing running across your eardrum is the most satisfying feeling. I tell you one thing, you just get a few butt steroids and a few hours of that, and I would be in a coma for the rest of my life. Anyway, you want to get a bite to eat?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh, okay, let's do that. Clean Eats, which is a newer place, I think, and the idea behind it is, I think the idea behind it is that you can't possibly order anything that will be bad for you. They don't sell it. It's not available. So what do you got? You got some sort of wrap.
I got the crab wrap. It's the wasabi crab wrap.
And it came with a side of...
I got yogurt parfait.
Mm-hmm. And I have a honey mustard chicken panini, and you can see it's on like oat bread. And then I just realized that I was thinking it was a fruit cup. It was a veggie cup, which is not the same as fruit. So that's probably not ranch.
No, it's ranch.
Is it ranch?
I think it's ranch.
That, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A little different idea. A lot of times you go to restaurants and they have some good things on the menu, but this place is like, you can't order bad. I don't think there's a single menu item that has more than 500 calories, so it's all very low-cal stuff. So that place was pretty interesting. The food itself, like the sandwich I had was good, but my first thought whenever the guy brought it out to us was, where's the other half of the sandwich? I mean, the portions are pretty small. Mal's was good, though.
Mine was really good.
Yours was big. I guess it was just, you know, based on what you ordered. And they don't sell a fruit cup. It's just, I saw cup, you know, it said vegetable cup, but I saw the word cup and was like, well, clearly that's fruit. And it was a little weird. I didn't finish all my veggies because something about eating veggies at lunchtime, just cold veggies, is just strange to me. Maybe if you grew up eating like...
I did.
It's that kind of thing.
Dipping them in ranch.
But for me, it was like, and I don't know exactly what that was. I don't think it was ranch. If it was ranch, it was really bizarre ranch. But overall, it was okay. It was okay. It left me a little lacking. I was still a little hungry. But now you seem to really like it.
I liked mine. It could have used more wasabi because I had the wasabi crab, and it didn't have much wasabi, if any.
Overall, I would rate that sandwich I had, because the vegetables would bring it down, I would rate the sandwich 5 out of 7 stars.
Yeah, I would agree with mine.
That seems I would, however, rate the design of the logo of Clean Eats a 2 out of 7 stars, as I do not care for the logo. I think the name is also not great either, but at least it's memorable. Kind of in a bad way, but at least memorable, so you remember it. Anyway, now we're on our way back home. I gotta stop at CVS and pick up the prescription again. I just realized I never actually explained what the ENT told me. Apparently it's healing up, which, I mean, seems obvious to me. It's there's still some pressure, some fluid, but it's not that bad. And I finished my antibiotic today, and she says, I think you should probably be on the antibiotic for about another 4 days. So that's what I gotta go pick up. Otherwise, stop doing the ear drops, stop doing the other stuff. I'm gonna stay on the Flonase, but just kind of see if things finally get better with 4 more days of antibiotics. And then I go back in 2 weeks. And the thing that she's really pressed this last visit and today as well is that the best thing that you can do for an ear infection, or like if you feel like you could be getting an ear infection, is to close your nose, close your mouth, and blow. So you blow your eardrum open a little bit.
That's not what it is, but okay.
But yeah, you know
clear your eustachian tube.
That, whatever. Anyway,
you don't blow your eardrum out.
You know what I mean, though. You do this and you blow, and you can feel your ear pop. She said that is the best thing that you could do, and that I need to be doing that multiple times a day, and that's what's going to really help me. So I'm sure that's advice that you guys can take as well, if you feel like you're getting an ear infection, to try and pop your ear open. Anyway, now, before I blow my eardrum out, let's go get more antibiotics. Pause. I did get the antibiotic. It is identical to the one I was on before, and it's just for 4 days. So I'm not exactly sure what those 4 days will do, but hopefully they'll be magical. We've been working for most of the evening. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to accomplish, but we recorded Ocarina, and one of the problems with doing a game like Ocarina of Time is that you get stuck in temples. There's times where you don't want to stop recording because it would be harder to get back to where you were, basically. So we have a policy when we're doing Ocarina of Time that we won't end a recording session in a temple. And sometimes that's a little frustrating because we will be doing, 3 episodes, and then in the last 5 minutes of that 3rd episode, there's nothing left to do, and it's like, guess we're going to the temple. And then we go into the temple, and then we know that once we do that, we have signed on for another recording session. And we'll take a break in between, but it's still it's one of those things. Because we had recorded two, I think. Mm-hmm. And then either at the end of the 2nd one or the 3rd one, it was guess we're going to the water temple. And then we had to record water temple. So the good news is we got a lot done. The bad news is we didn't get other stuff done that I would have liked to have accomplished, but that's all right. Now we're just sitting having a dinner which consists of a pile of corn and, was that tilapia?
Yep.
For a long time we were switching out all sorts of different vegetables, but now we're kind of to the point where it's just peas and corn. And I like that a lot. I
got sick of the other vegetables.
I know, and I feel bad. But occasionally we'll do mushrooms, which is, I guess, technically not a vegetable. But we got sick of asparagus, we got sick of broccoli, we got sick of squash, we got sick of this and that and that. And I just never seem to get sick of peas and corn. And Mal also doesn't seem to get sick of peas and corn. Yet. So we've been eating them, and I love it. I really love it. But at some point, I'm sure we'll go back to some other things. We just got really burnt out on it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. My ear is feeling okay. I have to go back in 2 weeks just to see if everything is still cool, but hopefully by that time things are totally good. And in the meantime, I'll keep taking my antibiotic and my Flonase and cross my fingers. Cross all my fingers. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?